Okay, we're seeing now Beit Hashem Yisbarach Maseches Pesachim Chav Beis Omed Beis Oisav es B'nai Shnafel LeBoyer Reb Lezer Omer Yael es Rishon Amnasa Shoichtoi V'yesh Ishchot Hasheni Oisav Lepanasa Shlo Yomas. Just give it some food, shouldn't die. Sure Omer Yael es Rishon Amnasa Ishchot V'lo Yishchot Yael Omer Yael es Hasheni Apish Chit Shlo Yishchot Ech Mahem Mutter. That's a harama. He can just say, first of all, he says he wants the first one. He says, forget about it, I want the second one. Ask the question, what's the shot? There he says, here he says that you take out each bread. You say, I want to eat this, I want to eat this. Then finally, the last one, you don't take out, you say it should be challah. Even though it's a trick, because really, in normal circumstances, why should you leave over the last one for challah? But you can't do it, because then, if you say this challah, then it means that you baked it, like it din. So, you make an aroma, and you say, each one, you say, I want it. And the last one, you leave there. You might ask, so why isn't that a problem? I guess because if he doesn't take it out, doesn't show that he actually put it in to bake challah. It just like stays there. You must say that, but the harol must be that when he takes out each one, he should say that I want to still eat it. I don't want it for challah. Okay, that's some you need to have a beer, but that's what it seems. Shit Reb Lezer. Okay, now the Gemara asks a question here that it's a stira. After the Gemara, there, I assume you have a problem by everybody must have no choice. Talmud Ma'islo there, what's the big deal? You let it stay there. Why do you have to make a rama? Here he doesn't agree to the Eitz of Reb Lezer, and there he says you can make a rama. Thereby, he says B'nai. Afia is chiyuv chatas, so we don't play around with it. It means Shabbos is a chatas, but it's also is the raisa. But there, it's only a issa derabanan. Metaltal balachayim. It's not a issa deraisa. So if Shua doesn't allow a rama, must come to issa deraisa. By fear beyond the shleidet tzorich. Oma bisba bin tamak the lochas of Chesed Yisrael. Different reason. There we don't. It's a tzar balachayim and it's ibit moment. So b'mata harama, because a second animal might die. But here, what's the big deal? Here, there's no. It's anyway going to go in garbage. The challah. So it's not. Nobody's losing out here. So what's the? So here, why should it be mata harama? Rather, let it become chametz by itself. One of them used the Reb Lezer's eitzah, one of them Reb Yeshua, how to deal with the challah that became tummy. The third eitzah, you just put it in cold water. You should let it in cold water. The Rabbanan pliga. The Moab Cheski Shem Belezer Stam Malach Stam, and that means you have to pass like B'Meseira, because Stam Mishnah says this. So it means the Chizkiah that said Ober Shem Belezer argues with the Bitzchak and Abayishir, because they both say that you can pass like Reb Lezer Reb Shua, but according to the rule of Chizkiah, you have to pass like Stam Mishnah. And Stam Mishnah is like Ben Beseira. Mishnah that says Tofach Tiltish B'Tzayin. Dog the Mishnah. Reb Lezer Oimer. Gamliel Oimer. Shalish Nashim Losses Ge'achas V'Oifet B'Tana Echad Zochazu. 3 women can do it together. So we'll soon see that the whole chart, how this works, this whole business with the three women. I made a very nice chart for that. See it soon how it works. So according to Gamliel, everybody starts together. Chacham say no. It has to be a certain rotation system. We'll see soon exactly how the rotation works. Everybody does something else. Like this, there's no time that anybody should just have to wait and should become chametz. This is the Mishnah that you should, in case something gets blown up, you should put it in cold water. Now, the Gemara is going to say, according to Gamliel, how it works. That everybody starts together. The first one has to wait until the oven gets warmed up. The second woman, because she has to wait till the first one finishes hesik and afia, and then she has to make hesik again. Two ladies are baking, and both of them are making a sucker, and plus her own sucker. So that's how long she has to wait till she can get to put her matzah in the oven. If the shlishis os shnei isus, if the first bread she did last, the third lady decided to take her first bread and do it last, so it means that bread waited so long because her own bread also, she baked first her last bread that she prepared. So it means that her first bread waited gimel aseikin the gimel afiyas. Okay, this is just a shitta Rabbi Gamliel. Now we're going to go the shitta of Chachamim. According to shitta Chachamim, ain't kulam aschilas ka'achas. They don't start together. It's a rotation. So, okay, so here first I'll say the Gemara, then I'll explain the chart. Gomer zeh lishasa, I said bila. Gomer zeh ketufa, gomer zeh haseika. Harishayin ashay kidei haseika, hashniya kidei haseika, va'afiyas. Chaverta, Ashlish kidei shnei aseikin shtei afiyas, Masas kikerish achin kidei shnei aseikin shlosh afiyas. So, to understand this Gemara, what's going on here, let's look at this chart here. So the first chart goes according to Tanakama. Everybody starts together. Now the three ladies, we named them Rachel, Leah, and Bilhah. Rachel is the first one, Leah the second, Bilhah. Now, there's, in this chart, we see each one, what she does in that period of time. Reish stands for Rachel, Lamed for Leah, Beis for Bilhah. And now there is, what can you do? That you can do Lisha, Kituf. Kituf means rolling. Asaka, Afia, Shehiyah. And I made shortcuts. Lamed is for Lisha, Kufa, Kituf, Asaka, and Afia, Fei, Shehiyah. So we can see in each time, in each period, what Rachel does, what Leah does, and Bilhah does. And let's first look at the first chart. That explains the shit of Tanakama. Take a look. You see here like this. Okay. So the first period of time, you have to go each column. See Rachel, Lasha. Leah, Lasha. Bilhah, Lasha. Because according to this shitta, everybody starts at the same time. Next, the second period, that's the second column. Rachel does Kituf, Leah does Kituf, Bilhah does Kituf. So far, so good. Then Rachel does a sucker. Leah makes Shehiyah. can't do anything. And Bila does also Shehiyah. The fourth period of time, the fourth column, Rachel does Afiyah. Leah does Shehiyah again. She has to be Shoya. That's why it says Rachel is Shoya Kedei twice, because she's Shoya Kedei Hasaka and Kedei Afiyah. And then again, Bila obviously also does Shehiyah. Finally, the fifth period of time, Leah can do ready the Hasaka. And Bila has to be Shoya again. Leah does Afiyah, Bila Shoya again. Finally, Bila does the Hasaka. And then Bila does the Afiyah. So we see here that this is for Bila, it's the longest. She has to be Shoya 1, 2, 3, 4. So how much is she Shoya? She is Shoya Kedei the Shtei Sekis, the Hesek of Rachel and the Hesek of Leah, and Shtei Afiyas, and her own Asaka. That's how much the Shia goes for Bila. That's all these things from the Kituf. All these columns here are her Shehiyas, and they are measured. Let's say this Shehiyah here is measured by Rachel's Asaka. This Shehiyah is measured by Rachel's Afiyah. This Shehiyah by Leah's Asaka. This Shehiyah by Leah's Afiyah. This is how we measure the time of all her Shehiyas. Now, according to the second chapter, that's Rav Gamliel. It goes more efficient. Gamliel says, no, I said Chacham. Chacham say, no. They start, Rachel does the Lisha. Rachel does the Kitef, Asaka, Afiyah. So, when Rachel does the Kitef, that's when Leah starts the Lisha. What do we gain? That Leah has only one Shehiyah. While Rachel does the Afiyah, she does Shehiyah, she's Shoya, Kedei Afiyah, and then Kedei Asaka. These two, she's Shoya. And finally she bakes it. In Bila, the same story. She starts only at this period of time. So her Shehiyah is during Leah's Asaka, during Leah's Afiyah, and during her own Asaka. She has these three things to be Shoya. Leah has only two. So this is according to the other shit that you start later. Vashlishas means Bila Kedei Shnei Asek Shtei Afiyas. Shtei Aseken, this Hasek and this Hasek, Shtei Afiyas. Her own afiyah also takes time. I wrote here that you can read it. It's not. I'm not going to bother explaining this. It's some kind of technicality here, but this is the basic to understand this sugya, how it works according to the Chachamim. Okay, this is the end of this daf.